Alright. Okay, so now we're about to talk about the secret pedophile sex trafficking business they've been running for a long ass time. Even though they do MK Ultra too, or whatever. But this shit been going on, alright? So this is about Clarence Shields and Fari Shields running this sex trafficking business. And they be getting help by the FBI and local police enforcement to cover the shit up. Alright? So how I know this? Because I'm coming from the source, okay? And why I'm coming out? Because they just don't know how to leave me alone and always target. So since I found out about this this pedophile business or whatever, they've been targeting me. So since they don't want to fucking leave me alone and keep tapping my phone and all this shit and targeting me so I could basically eventually be depressed and kill myself or set me up. No telling what they got planned. You never know, you know. But their plan is to make me look like the bad guy since I found out. So, alright, so how this sex trafficking business run is it's not your ordinary sex trafficking business. This business is ran by it's basically ran by a basically a breed. How can I say this? Like it's been going on for so long. So each girl that's in their business keep breeding children to to become either if it's a boy a gangster. Sometimes it's a sex trafficked boy, but majority of the time that they'll use that kid for whatever, right? But the women they sex traffic a lot easier with women because you know a guy probably get on her and fight back. I don't, that's what they do. So how they been running the sex trafficking business for hell long is they been getting help. They been getting help by the feds or whatever. And as soon as I found out what was going on, just what they did. They basically start targeting me and getting help by the FBI or whatever, targeting me. They the ones. So it makes sense why a lot of this pedophile shit been going on because motherfuckers been covering this shit up, helping them. So the reason, like I said, I'm coming out because I'm tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm really irritated. Like you feel me? Like that's all they fucking do. It's just bother me. You know. So Clarence is a sports doctor. This nigga is a sports doctor, so you'll never know he be selling kids. But how they use him is to get in the anesthesia and all the drugs and shit, cause he's a doctor, so he can get that. So when you go to sleep or whatever, so say when they drug you at the to put say when they drug you to do operation on you, they found out they could take that drug and then you know go to work on you while you sleep. You know, have sex with you while you sleep or whatever. You know what I'm saying? While you sleep. So this shit been going on for hell long, and how they been getting away with it? They switched the game. They found out okay, if we do families, this will be better if we do families. Cause with y'all, it's sick. Cause with your own family, would you think they touching their own kids? I mean, some people out there probably do that shit, but majority of the world wouldn't even expect it that way, you know. But but that's how they get down. They figured if they keep it in the family and keep selling kids in the family, they can get away with it. You know what I mean? So how I know this because I was supposed to take over their little sex trafficking business and I didn't want to, and since I found out what was going on, instead of helping me get my daughter out the situation, they made it worse. You know what I mean? My pops. So when I found out what was going on, was when I had a baby. You know. So I had a baby by somebody else that was family that was involved too with the sex trafficking business, right? But they girl, they dude daughter, or whatever, my baby mama basically, they been, doing all the work on her. And now they put her on drugs. You know what I'm saying? So So when I was trying to get my daughter out this situation, you know, what they did was told me to what they do. Hold on, I'm trying to think, cause man, it's been so much shit going on. What the fuck they been doing? Fuck. All right, so basically what they did was since I found out about the shit, so what they did was follow me first all the way to LA, try to set me up, all right, do all this bullshit, right? Then they were trying to take me out, right? So when I when I kind of found out what was going on was when I was in Santa Monica. All right, so I had these, mind you, I had these two. No, I'm not gonna put their name in it because they don't want their names involved. But they work for the FBI or whatever, and they the ones that told me that they getting covered up by the FBI and the police. So, but I guess they didn't want to be involved. So they telling me all the stuff. This is how I found out what was going on. So then, once that happened, um, they told they once that happened, everything they told me, I didn't believe it. You know. So I thought that was just set up because my dad, I could remember my dad in a little bit of stuff. So I don't know what my dad never. I only know him doing just doing business, but he always don't never do shit. So when they start explaining shit, it started making more sense. Like, damn, this nigga really don't never do nothing. He always cool. He always, he always play a role. You don't never see this nigga mad or nothing. So, alright, so when I turned my phone on, because they told me to turn my phone off, I turned that shit back on. That's when I started believing that my dad, I ain't never heard my dad be that mad and held motherfucking long. You know what I mean? So, when I found out that they was that they drug my baby mama up and all this other stuff and trying to set me up, is when I had the kid. So they was doing all this shit to keep me away from my own daughter. And if they figured if they got the mom on drugs, the daughter could be turned out because the mom on drugs. Cause they put her on drugs. So the mom on drugs and my daughter is with her right now. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you how this worked. So I come back, right? Mind you, I don't know where the fuck she at. You know what I mean? And so then, so once I tried to find where she was at, they had her following me. This how you know they work. They all work. They all work together. How the fuck you know where I'm at? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So she come on the freeway. Boom. Well, I think it was the first time she came. First time she was one. Was first time I was with my friend that worked with them. This how they set shit up. So I was with my friend that worked with them, and we was at the little Caribbean club in Oakland. It was just before the corona and shit, right? This was like what 2, 3, 4 years ago, or whatever. So then, so then I was like, all right, well, yeah, we'll go to the Caribbean. Mind you, the Caribbean is a food place before it even pop off. Before it's a dance place, it's not even fucking 12 o'clock at night because that's when everything started. So all right, we're gonna go there first. This how you know it was all set up. As soon as I get there, they have my baby mama pull up. Oh, you following me? How the fuck I'm following you? What the fuck? This shit is crazy. Coming to find out, my pilot telling me where I'm at so they can try to set me up and build a little trail or whatever so they can go run to their ass to the. This how they get away with the pedophile shit. It's the secret sex trafficking business that they ain't nobody know. I mean, a lot of people know about it, but a lot of people don't know about it. You know what I mean? Only people that know about it is the people that's in it. All right, so this business that they in is like I want to say it's kind of like to them in their eyes, kind of like the best business because they do everything while you sleep, and two, And two, they could take they could just do whatever. They could take your daughter away. They could do whatever they want. This is a sex trafficking business. They ain't never talking about. And if you and if you go run to the feds and say some shit like that, they gonna make you go get help because they don't want nobody to know. They gonna cover this shit up. You know what I mean? They gonna try to tell you, oh, you need help or some shit like that. You know, and that's how they get away with it all the time. So you gotta be careful out there when there's mental health people. It's probably a lot of people that ain't even mental health. They're probably just covering that shit up. You know, they could put drugs on you, all that shit. So they just be like, man, they on drugs. You know. So this shit been running around for hell long. So reason why I'm telling y'all this though is because people just need to know. You know, and two, shit, they was already snitching anyway. Shit, and then three, they fucking with my daughter. Then four, shit. I didn't ask for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, I just had a baby and then all of a sudden these niggas had pedophile plans. You know what I'm saying? So basically, this shit go a long way. It's so much shit that I could tell y'all, but this is a secret pedophile business and it's been going out and it's been going on for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's been going on for a long time. So so that's how. So where was that? All right, so come on and find out. They told me they was like, you know, the people told me they was like, how they covered it up. They gonna say you need to go get some help. And I was like, damn, that's why my pops keep telling me that shit to go get some help or whatever, cause that's how they cover their shit up. He was like, yeah. I was like, damn. So you can be normal all your life, but as soon as you find out about the pedophile business, they say you crazy, huh? He's like, yeah, that's why they trying to push to go make you look like the crazy one and shit, or make you look like you a drug addict, or they got so many ways to do this shit, right? So I started catching on, and so I came back and I was just like, all right, I gotta get my daughter out this shit, right? Mind you, they told me they was gonna start targeting me, and it's called it's called target individuals. You know what I'm saying? So basically, target individuals ran by the FBI and the CIA or whatever, but the FBI normally use it when they trying to cover shit up. You know what I mean? So I'm coming out because they trying to set me up a lot of times. You know what I mean? Or right now they just keep me isolated. Like I can't talk to nobody. If I go on my phone right now, they'll do whatever they gotta do to make sure I'm by myself. You feel me? So that's letting you know right now this shit is real. This shit is really real. Like for real. So yeah, all I wanted was just to have my motherfucking daughter. Like what the fuck? So this what happened. So look, so I come back, I find out this motherfucking nigga basically been breeding chicks to have basically this is slave shit. This some slave shit. I, like damn, it started having me think like damn, was it just really white people slaving back in the day, or was it blacks and whites? You know, that could be a big cover up. That started sparking my brain. So I was like, all right, well shit, all right, I gotta figure this out since they already told me what's going on. I gotta see who lying and who's who, cause I don't know what the fuck I'm in. You know what I mean? Like this shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't tell you the truth. I didn't think it was that big. You know, they had my friends on me and shit like that, try to get me to be the man, but they just want me to be the man so I could be the fall guy. You know what I mean? So, and I wasn't going for that shit because I was like, man, this shit don't even. Nigga, no, I'm not doing that shit, bro. I'm trying. I was thinking. I was like, fuck, bro. I need to either become a rapper or become some type of producer. I was just thinking like that, cause shit, that's where all the money at. Motherfuckers got nice cars and shit. I don't want to be fucking with y'all little pedophile business and everybody got to play a role every day. I don't want to do that shit. That shit boozy as fuck. You can't do shit with that. And to his kids, like, come on, bro. Like, you basically be having kids born so you can so you can fuck their life over so you could keep making money, and then only lifestyle you could do is just keep playing like you ain't got no money when you really do. That shit boozy as fuck. What's the point of it? You know. Now, unless you just like fucking little kids, I don't know. But this shit, but at the end of the day, so this what they did, you know. So, so yeah, so I come back, bam, and then they once I tried to find where she at, they set her up to try to make it look like I'm following her and all that shit. And to it's records of me not even following her, but you know they want to cover that up. I don't even know where the fuck she at. I'm all the way in L.A. I come back up here because they told me to come back up here and see and watch what happens. So I also want to see what's gonna happen. Everything they motherfucking said was gonna happen. So I told my dad, I was like, man, Fari Shields. I told him, I'm like, damn, nigga, you a motherfucking snitch, nigga. What the fuck? You nigga, you be telling? I'm like, nigga, you fucking with the police, nigga. So once that happened, right? So mind you, this supposed to be my dad, right? And so as a dad, if something going on, ain't he supposed to like help you out, try to figure shit out, or try to help you get your daughter back? You think he did that? Hell no. You know when I started confronting him about some shit, guess what he did? Exactly what they told me he was gonna do. Nigga called the police. That nigga called the police, bruh. So, so, so once he called the police, I'm like, fuck, this nigga really is the fucking damn. So they helping this nigga. They help this nigga cover up all the little sex trafficking business they be doing, and this shit be going on. They got this one girl that met that one. They was sex trafficking with her and the one police. And this how I knew this. This when I started. This when I knew that. This when I knew shit was. It was not a lie because I'm from Oakland, California, so they already had this type of shit with the police. One officer killed himself, and the other two, I don't know what happened to the other two. I don't know if they went to jail. I don't know. One officer killed himself, and the girl they did this to, her mom worked for the police station or some. It was some shit, but she got $2 million out this deal or whatever. She went to court on her ass for all the shit they was doing to her and shit, right? So you know, so they probably did that. To, you know, they got to throw people under the bus just so it make it look like it ain't all of their ass, right? So I was like, all right, well, fuck, bruh. Damn, bruh. Fuck, man. Like if they didn't have my daughter, I probably wouldn't even be on this. I probably would have just went to the. I don't know. I probably would have just went to the fucking. I don't know what I would have did. I probably wouldn't did all this shit. But you know what I mean? Like if they didn't have my daughter, if I didn't have my daughter and I found out about this shit, I'm gonna be real with you. I probably would have just be like, damn, that nigga the police left it alone. You know what I'm saying? And all this bullshit and everything. You know. But now I'm coming out because like I had to go and you know I'm coming out too because they could have false records on me about bullshit. You know what I mean? It's all for them to set me up. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm coming out with this video. Because I ain't trying to get set up. I'm tired of that shit. Like, you know, don't try to set me up because y'all found out about y'all pedophile business. You know what I mean? So me having a kid, that's how I found out. So when I came back, I was like, all right, let me see. So me, I can't think like a street nigga no more. I can't think like that. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to get too far thinking like a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just being real honest with you. You got to think like a motherfucking, let me try to figure out a movie or something. You gotta think like like oh you gotta think like what's that movie? You gotta start thinking like Jason Bourne or some shit. You know what I mean? You gotta really start thinking like that when you into police shit like this. You gotta start thinking like Jason Bourne. This is not no street shit. This is like some other shit that's going on, right? So I come back, bam, this motherfucker. I said, oh, this nigga the police, bruh, right? So I tested it out. See, I start pushing this nigga buttons, hella good, like boom, push this nigga buttons. I start pushing them, see what he gonna do. Mind you, I'm looking back at everything. This nigga got the police at his office, right? So I said, oh, this nigga got the police out of like, oh, this nigga, this really must be true. Because if he was my pops, right, like me, and with any person, any parent, if they really like you, love your kid or whatever, or if they ain't in no bullshit, they're gonna try to help you figure out what's going on so they can either help you get your daughter or whatever, right? Or your son, whatever is going on, they gonna be behind your back because you're their kid, right? No, this nigga called the police and had the police call me. This one it was like no rules now. This one was no rules. You know what I mean? So I'm on, okay. Mind you when I went to LA to go see my grandpa Clarence, this nigga didn't even help me either. This nigga told me, "Oh, you need to just go get some help." But they told me the get some help thing is a cover up. That's how they cover this shit up. The reason why it's better to cover it up because if they take you out, then guess who it come back on? It come back on the police, come back on the feds, come back on everybody that was involved in shit. It come back on my dad, come back on a lot of motherfuckers. So if they keep putting people under the crazy thing or go get some help or call them the help hotline or some shit, then guess what they could do? They could be like, oh, when some shit go down and it's a cover up. So if it's on paper that you crazy, if it did go back to the government, guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna say on paperwork, oh, you crazy. So they just gonna throw it out. You know what I mean? So that's why they put everybody under crazy. But this is the secret sex trafficking business that's going on. So back to the story. So then after that, so he called. He like, all right, he like, all right, just stop coming over here. I'm gonna call the police. So I can't call the police again, cause mind you, why this nigga keep tapping my phone? That's what was irritating me. Cause I'm like, bro, stop tapping my phone. Now they send hoes on you all the fucking time, right? Lately they been isolating me and shit like that, cause I been catching on and shit like that. But they send hoes on me to cover their shit up or whatever, or try to keep me calm or whatever. It's only for they little reap the benefits, It ain't gonna be nobody you really like or whatever, And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a dude, so I like women. You know what I mean? So, but at the end of the day, but now they got me by myself though. Tapping my phone and shit like that, keep you isolated. They put me in this target individual program. You can look that up. It's called target individual. You'll know who's running by or whatever. So they basically isolate you to keep you down, so you can try to either kill yourself, or they can isolate you to try to plot and try to set you up to either go to jail, or they could try to set you up to make you look like you a drug addict. It's called a target individual. This is real. You know what I'm saying? It's a psychological program. So back to the story. So then I was like, all right, well shit, this nigga keep calling the police. Mind you, when he called the police, he get the police on the phone. So I said, man, what's up, bro? What's going on? They like, oh, we just want to talk to you. What's going on with you and your father? And I said, tell you the truth, I already know he worked with y'all. So y'all basically helping him sell kids, right? That's what's going on. And all that time he getting help with the police and the feds to sell kids, right? Because obviously he get to do whatever the fuck he want. He calling y'all, right? You know what they did? Yeah, that nigga back the phone. They got that nigga back the phone real quick. They ain't want to deal with that shit. I seen their ass give him back the phone, got back in their car and cut. Alright, so now he mad. He like on the phone, he like, nigga, you ain't cool, blood. Nigga, you ain't cool, bro. How am I not cool? Nigga, you started the police shit. I ain't even fuck with the police till I had this. I ain't even fuck with the police until I had this kid. Then all this police shit came out of nowhere. I wouldn't even know about your little pedophile business if you didn't ever use the police or start tapping my phone. You know what I mean? It's been 4 years. How you fucking tapping my phone for this long? And the feds know you tapping my phone. So obviously they helping you do the shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. So then I was like, all right, well shit. All right, it's good. Boom. So he plotted to have I was looking for my baby mama. Now mind you, they had her in some house. She gonna lie or whatever, but this what they did. They had her stuck somewhere, right? So I'm looking for my daughter or whatever. Bam. So what they had her do, because they gotta make me look like the bad guy. What had her do was follow me, come to the Caribbean place first to come to the Caribbean place first to make it look like I'm following her. Then next time I'm coming from the house, hella far from the house, She come on the freeway driving, right? Mind you, mind you, it's cameras on the freeway. So that day, if they really want to look, they can see that she just came out of nowhere. And you get what I'm saying? She gonna say I'm following her, but how I'm gonna follow you? Why I really don't know where you at. You obviously know where I'm at because y'all got the phone tapped and the GPS on me. So obviously y'all setting me up. So mind you, I don't even know where the fuck you at. How the fuck how to even get on the freeway? I gotta know where you at first to even start following you from the freeway and all that bullshit, right? So I'm already by Emeryville. You know what I mean? You see her just coming like this. I think I was like close to Emeryville or some shit. You see her behind me, and she wanted me to notice her so I could be like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Where my?" She know I'm looking for my daughter. Like, what's up? Where my daughter at? So, so then, right? So then after that, she's like, I hit her up on the messenger. Oh no, you following me and I'm like, bro, following you, bro. Like, where the fuck is my kid? Fuck all that following shit at, bro. How the fuck I will follow you? I don't even know where the fuck you at. Like, I just saw you on the freeway. Like, what the fuck? So come to find out, that's the setup so they can go to court. So they can go to court and say that to get a restraining order. Now mind you, this how they get this how they finesse the court system and stuff like that. This how they play this how they win this how they try to win in the court system to sell your kid or whatever. This that avenue if it's hard to get you away from your kid, this that avenue. You know? So it's one of their avenues. So what they do to isolate you away from your kids so they can keep selling your daughter or whatever is take you to court. And all they gotta do is get a restraining order on you. It's easy to get a restraining order, but you know, it ain't easy to get a restraining order. It gotta be proof. But them working with them and shit like that, it's easy for them to just hurry up and put a restraining order on me. I don't even did shit, you know. And I know for a fact because I know people that women tried to go get a restraining order. It didn't work because they didn't have that much proof. They had less proof on me, and they just instantly slapped the restraining order on me, and I ain't even do shit. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? But that is a strategy to keep you away from your kid. So now you can't see your kid. So now I gotta play their game. You know what I'm saying? This is how they run their little secret sex trafficking business, and this is how they do it. This is how they do it through the court system and police and shit, right? So now they pissing me off. So I can't react like a street dude. Mind you, I can't react like a street dude. I can't come and be like, oh, I'm about to do all the street stuff to you. You know what I'm saying? No. You gotta do what they do now. And me, that's irritating because I don't like working with the police or the court system. I don't like working with none of these motherfuckers. I don't. But as a man and as a parent, what you want you want your daughter to just be getting raped and manipulated the whole life? No. So I said, alright, fuck, bro. These niggas sending me to court. This shit is crazy. So mind you, I got a little birdie. Like, go to court so you see what's going on. So I'm like, alright, well, fuck, bro. I'm like, alright. Shit, now I've been playing dumb like a motherfucker just to, you know, for a long time just to see what's going on, right? Alright, so alright, I go to court. Let me see how they run. They basically, what they did, they basically showed me how they run their operation and how they run their operation and how they run their operation and how they make you like the bad guy and what they do and how they do it just so they can get away with doing pedophile shit. And this was another way for the people that was I told you in Santa Monica where this is another way. Well, this was my way for to see what they were talking about. So all the shit they was talking about was like hands on. Like everything was they was saying was right. You know what I mean? So I started saying, okay, so these motherfuckers, that's, you know what I mean? So mind you, I didn't run to the police. You know what I mean? They came to me first. Then I had to start when they start doing all this shit. Like, okay, so what they do is put pay. Okay, so let me put it like this: when you go to the court system, right? Police, court system, feds, anything. This all paperwork. They like to do paperwork. They gotta put on paperwork that you look like the fucked up crazy one. You know what I mean? Or messed up. You know what I mean? So, so what they did, they was like, all right, we're gonna go to court. So they sent. So she was like, send me to court. So when I want to talk to the judge, mind you, look, this the sick way, right? This the sick way. Mind you, she tell the judge, oh, I just want him to see him with his mom get monitored. So mind you, they don't want me. They want me to get monitored because they don't want me to take my daughter to the hospital. Because if I take my daughter to the hospital, no telling what the fuck going down there in the prior area, right? Okay. So they so slick. They'll probably wait till she turned 14 and 15 when she start trying to have like sex with her. Then give her to me. You know what I mean? So they can make it look like they was not doing all that shit when she was younger. You know what I mean? I swear to God, this is how they fucking think. But look, so so then I'm like, alright, well shit, fuck, I gotta just fucking play that game, I guess, man. This shit irritate. I was so hot because I had to play that game. Like, damn, bro. You know, I guess they thought I was gonna play that game when they started throwing that police shit in my fucking face. But you know me, I ain't stupid. I know what Jay gonna do. Cause I started thinking about it, like, cause I was just like gonna say fuck it. But then I start thinking about it like, nah, this shit on paperwork. These motherfuckers could be lying on me and shit. No telling what they, and, you know, they got feds. They got certain niggas that work with the feds helping their ass and shit. So no telling what they got on paperwork if they working with the feds. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, well fuck, all right. So I go to court. I'm like, all right, nah, man, I just told the judge, like, man, nah, I'm just trying to see my motherfucking kid, but I don't want my kid up in this little pedophile. I told him straight up, because I already knew it was them. I already knew they was working together. Why you sending me to court? So I was like, I just don't want my daughter in that little pedophile business. You know what I mean? So they played it off for whatever. I was like, this shit don't not add up. I said, I don't get how a girl can come in here, look all beat up and shit, face all bruised and stuff, and then talking about I'm the one doing all this shit. I don't even know where the fuck she at. But she come in this courtroom with her daddy, face all bruised up and shit. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I told the judge that shit. That nigga just like, alright, what do you guys want to do? And she like, I just want to get, hella quick, I just want to get him to just see his daughter at his mom's house. So mind you, like I said, they wanted that, so I couldn't take my daughter nowhere. Ain't that some bitch shit? Like, I'm basically getting watched and monitored when they the ones that need to be getting watched and monitored by my kid. They the one touching her and shit. You know what I'm saying? So my mom didn't want to be involved because my mom, she like, what the fuck? So I don't know if they didn't pitch it to her, but she instantly, I love my mom to death because she instantly made sure I see my daughter. She was like, look, just go back to court because I don't want to deal with that shit. That's out of my hands. So then after that, I said, all right, I said, cause that's what happened. I was like, man, she ain't letting me see my daughter and shit. Like, I was supposed to see my daughter every week. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck, bro, she ain't letting me see my motherfucking daughter and shit like that. I'm like, fuck. Shit, this shit crazy. All right, well, fuck, bro. I said, fuck it, I might have to just go back to court. You know what I mean? And it was crazy too. My daughter, 3-4 years old. Kids consent to that shit. Like, man, I don't want to be in this situation. So I was feeling bad because I didn't know what I got her ass into. So I'm like, fuck, bro. Fuck, since I don't want to be working with they ass, they trying to get my daughter and shit. Fuck. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know what the fuck they was doing. You know, they only sent my friends on me. I didn't know it was my dad and my pops. I started knowing it was my dad and my pops when they told me up in LA and shit. You know what I mean? That's when I found out it was his ass and my grandpa and shit. So I'm like, fuck. Alright, so I gotta go back to court. Fuck. Don't want to do this shit. Alright, well, go back to court. And I was like, well, shit. Since they working with the police, I'm like, well, fuck it. You know what I mean? They working with the police. Fuck this shit. I start writing all this shit down. all my shit that I was saying, like, nah, yeah, you know what I mean? Nah, my daughter, I don't want my daughter in a little pedophile. I put that on paper. I don't want my daughter in a little pedophile business. Keep my daughter out of that shit. You know what I mean? I got to because they trying to fuck me over and shit, right? So go back to court. So the judge like, oh, she ain't letting you see the kid. I'm like, man, nah, she ain't letting me see the kid. He like, man, where you want to see the kid? Mind you, I couldn't see my daughter like that because I still had to work on me because my grandpa, they balling like a motherfucker. He didn't want to help me. You know what I mean? So they didn't want to help me because then I get my daughter and then they don't get to sell her and have sex with her and all that bullshit, right? So that's why they always like go get some help or woo woo, so I could just be isolated out, and my daughter could be controlled by them their whole life. You know what I mean? So this how they do it, right? So mind you, I was born in this shit. And I didn't even fucking know. Basically born in some fake ass shit. You know what I'm saying? That I really didn't want to be involved. All right, so then, all right, so then I'm like, all right, well shit. I'm like, all right, well shit. Let me go back to court. So he like, all right, well shit. She not letting you see your daughter. Then where you want to see her at? Oh, okay. Where I want to see her at? Well, since I had people laughing in the back out when they went outside. They was telling me. I said, well, since they already using the police, this little police shit y'all dealing with, right? I'd rather pick my daughter up from the police station. So, because I don't want to be set up no more. I know it's a camera right there. I'm tired of being set up, and it's my daughter and shit. Y'all playing too many games. So, since y'all like to use this police shit, let me get my daughter from the police station. He like, what? Police station? I said, yep. So, he granted the police station. Boom. Start doing that. Then my daughter started talking to me about them touching her, right? Boom. I said, hey, look, my daughter just need to call me, bud, because, she talking about they touching her, right? They did an investigation, nothing. And so then I'm like, all right, well, shit, okay, they pissing me off. They pissing me off because now I know it's them too, helping their ass out. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, let me just see. Because if I didn't do all this shit, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know who was all involved. So that's why I had to play this game with their ass. Because it's just like chess. Like, this is a different chess game, though. Because you got to see who's the pawns and who's the kings and who's the queens. You know what I mean? You don't know what you in. So you got to figure out what the fuck going on. So I'm like, all right. I'm gonna play dumb for a hell of a long till I see what the fuck going on. So, you know what I'm saying? Because they doing all this shit over a fucking kid. This shit is crazy. Like, that's serious? Like, damn. Y'all selling too many kids? But y'all worry about my daughter, but whatever. But you know why? Because it's a ritual. You know what I mean? They keep it inside the motherfucking family and shit. They sick like that, bro. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right. So I said, all right, well, let me figure this shit out, bro. So I said, all right, well, so y'all not gonna help me with my daughter or whatever, or make sure my daughter ain't straight. It's cool. I'ma just figure out another way. The lady like, well, you can go to you can go to their county because they're in their county, and you can go and ask for what's it called, a welfare check. I'm new to all this shit. So I'm like, a welfare check? What the fuck, bitch on welfare or some shit? So that's when I found out she was on welfare. I don't know this stupid ass, dumb ass pedophile laws and shit, you know? So, you know what I mean? So I'm like, alright. I go up there, right? Pleasanton. I go to Pleasanton Police Station because that's where she stayed at, Pleasanton, California, right? So I was like, alright, I'm gonna go up there. Let me see, right? Now, mind you, this whole time my baby mama on drugs. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm supposed to be the crazy one and all this bullshit. And she wasn't getting beat up, but then, and she on drugs. But then I'm one got a job and everything, cool, calm, collected, hustle, and all this shit, and she went on motherfucking drugs. How she get the baby? You know what I'm saying? That's the setup, right? All right, so back to the little thing, right? So I go to Pleasant Police Station. I'm like, man, all right. So I tell dude, I said, hey, see, he like, who y'all want to speak? I said, man, can you go do a welfare check on my daughter? You know what I mean? I guess this is what I gotta do. Mind you, this is what I gotta do because they have a restraining order on me. They wanted to work with the police. You know what I'm saying? This is, I gotta do this for my daughter. You know what I mean? So, mind you, this is what happened, right? So I told them, I'm like, yeah, man. I'll start playing dumb. I'm like, yeah, man. They tapped my phone and shit like that. Woo, 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 woo. You know what I mean? So this shit, bro, this shit crazy, man. You know what I mean? Like they doing a lot of shit to my motherfucking phone. That's why I was getting pissed off. I was like, man, they keep doing shit to my phone now, man. I be hearing it click and hang up and all this static and shit. Like, damn, nigga, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So, mind you, up in L.A., they told me they gonna be who they work for, right? So I just wanted to hear from him, right? Ryan Dawson, like, yeah, I know. So I said, oh, you know, huh? Okay. So, mind you, he tell me what they doing and shit. I said, look, I just don't want my daughter running a little meth shit. You know what I mean? I just get my daughter. I don't want to. They already working with the police or whatever. Just give me my motherfucking daughter, but I don't care about. You know what I'm saying? Just give me my daughter. That's what y'all. I don't have no control over, but I have control over my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I can't fight the world, but you know what I'm saying. But I can try to figure out who around me or whatever. I can help who is around. That's my daughter. Give me my motherfucking daughter. I already know back and right now, y'all, they the fucking police. What I'm supposed to do? I'm stuck in a hard place. So then I'm like, all right, boom. He like, okay, well he started talking to me about it and shit. And mind you, this nigga asked me where we're going and shit. I'm like, bro, why you tripping off where the fuck I'm going with my daughter and shit like that? Like, nigga, we just going to a motherfucking, what you call it, I'm broke as fuck. So, I barely can pay for gas and shit at that time. And all that stuff. I was just like, fuck, we just gonna go, like, to the lake or something. Go to the, what's it? Fairyland. Some shit, like, some cheap shit. You know what I mean? This motherfucker. Next day, I go get my daughter. This bitch ass nigga gonna tell me, oh, this nigga Ryan Dawson gonna send a fucking, he gonna send a emergency restraining order and say that I'm trying to take my daughter. I said, oh, this motherfucker, blood. He worked with them too. I'm glad you put your name on that motherfucker. Idiot. So I was like, alright, well then. So I said, well, I can't see my dad. Like, yeah, they think you're gonna take your kid. I said, bruh, I'm gonna take my kid. I said, y'all already tapped my motherfucking phone. Y'all already trying to make it hard for me to get a job and work. Like, why the fuck, how far am I gonna get? And like, come on, I'm gonna take the kid, where I'm gonna go? Basically, where am I gonna go if I take my daughter, bruh? Come on, bruh, for real. Like, literally, hands down, where the fuck am I gonna go if I take my motherfucking daughter? Just tell me, please. Please tell me. I don't got that much money. Even if I drove to Mexico, how the fuck am I gonna make $1? Like, think about this shit. This how they think. This how they do shit to make you look like the bad person and make you look like, oh, you gonna do all this shit so they can get away with they little pedophile games they doing, right? So he put himself in it when he wanted to participate with their little game, right? Bam. Alright, so mind you, Hayward police always acted hella fishy, especially this little black girl in there. She acted hella fishy. Always was hella rude and shit, man. That shit crazy, bro. Like, damn, this pedophile shit really that. Hold on, this shit really serious. This shit crazy. Alright, so then, right? So then, right? So yeah. So then I'm like, alright, well, fuck, bro. These motherfuckers playing too many motherfucking games, bro. So I said, damn, bro, these niggas really. I was just stuck for a minute, like, Damn, bro, this bitch ass nigga, I was mind blown. Like, damn, they really the police. Like, damn, what my, all those thinking back in my head. Like, damn, what my pops and them really in, bro? This shit is crazy. Like, damn, bro, I'm thinking like, damn, they really, like, damn, they really in some power. This is crazy. I was like, in hella shock. I still be sometimes in shock mode. Like, fuck, bro, this shit crazy. Like, I didn't know it was that serious. Like, damn, it's like that motherfucking serious, bro. Like, whoa, it's that serious. So, so mind you, after that, time go by on. My daughter said, hey, when I see her next time I get to see her, I couldn't see her that week because they wanted to lie on some bullshit. So so the next week after that, time go by on, right? My daughter like, yeah, it's burning down there. So you know me, I already know they pedophiles and shit. Cause I don't trust her with her grandpa anyway, her mom, dad. So I don't trust them with the motherfucker, cause that nigga a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? So an uncle pedophile, all the motherfuckers on the family pedophile. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I know for a fact. You know what I'm saying? I seen it with my own eyes. Well, not the pedophile. I just know what I saw and how they operate with my baby mama. They be on some little pedophile shit. You know what I mean? So I knew they would, cause I used to always ask her like, why he acting? She used to always scared and shit. But see, they put her on drugs so they can, cover that shit up. So they, so so let's keep going with the story. So I was like, all right, well, let's go to the hospital. You know, mind you, they still tapping my phone, man. And every chick that I find out that they put on me work with they ass. You know what I'm saying? Because it started being a motherfucking pattern. It started being a 3 months pattern. 3 months pattern. And they'll ask certain little questions or see if I do this and just to keep me watched. But see, they start isolating me. When I got mad about that, they had to cover their tracks. So they start sending women on me and shit that work with them that I ain't got no interest of. Just that part of their beauty and they look. So they knew that I was going to catch the bait. But I only went along with it so I could see how they operate. You know what I mean? Like, okay, boom. And certain women will tell me, like, hey, look, I don't want to be involved in this shit. Like, I'm cool, you know what I mean? They'll just tell me straight up, like, hey, look, no matter what phone you get, they gonna tap your phone. You know what I mean? That's what they used to tell me. And then one told me, like, man, they the feds, they tapping your phone. So what I did, I said, all right, they tapping my phone. I went to the feds, was like, oh, that motherfuckers tapping my phone. I said, the nigga gonna tell me, oh, you need to go get some help. I said, oh. Damn, bruh. This nigga, my dad is the motherfucking feds. So that's when I found out. That's what I found out. Because I knew they was already. But when she said it, I was like, all right, well, I just got to go to them then. Look, tell them, leave me alone. I don't want to be in this shit. They ain't leave me alone. You know what they did? They put me in a target individual program. And so the target individual programs isolate me, keep me by myself. Because they don't want nobody... They want to make me look like the crazy one because they don't want nobody to know they work with my dad and my grandpa and them on selling kids and covering it up for them. So they always cover it up. They don't never look into it or investigate or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's when and then that's what triggered in my head, like, okay, so that's why my dad be calling the cops a lot. So when some bad shit go happen, he just called them hella quick. When you confirm about like a pedophile shit or something like that, like, damn, nigga, you that suspicious? Like, you that fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. If anything, if you was a pedophile, you just be looking at the nigga like, nigga, what the fuck? You would be calling the cops doing hella shit, right? All right, so there you go. So, and that's when I found out they was all working together. So I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker told me to go get help too. Then now the ones in LA that the feds in LA that told me that they want to be involved, they told me that if any of the motherfuckers say you need to go get some help, they all working together. So that right there was like my way of playing Connect Four. I don't know if y'all play Connect Four, but that's my way of. I was playing chess and then I had to play Connect Four. So the Connect Four part was the mental health problem shit. Like, oh, he got mental health because they told me that's how they always cover it up. Cause that's the best way to do it. You won't kill nobody or nothing. You just put them on mental health. Say they crazy. You know what I mean? Cause they don't want none of that shit to come back on them. That's when I knew they could still get in trouble for it. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, so they doing that shit because they don't want to go to the higher ups. You know, even though it is a lot of motherfuckers that's involved, but once they get to the public or the government, then because the government not involved, but they been keeping it away from the government, so that's why they put you in it. And if they want to take you out, they got hella wet. But see, with me, it's a little different because I already know. But if they want to take you out, they could. If it's too hectic to take you out on and like in America and shit like that, they'll just take you out. Like they try to get you to leave the country and then take you out, so it won't be on their soil. You know what I mean? So yeah, mind you. So back to the story. So I said, all right, well. I said, all right, well, let me take my daughter to the doctor. Take her to the doctor. Boom. Now this one I knew. They was really all working together. Cause you tapping my phone, and the feds know you tapping my phone. They know exactly what you're doing. Motherfucking recruiting girls to my motherfucking phone. You know what I mean? And two, you still tapping my phone. So that's when I knew they was all working together, nigga. How? Because if I'm a criminal, nigga, I'm gonna stop. If I find out that feds up to me and they know I tap my phone and I'm tapping people's phones and shit like that, ain't that a criminal offense? Ain't that like a against the law to be doing that shit? Not unless it's like a real investigating thing or whatever. And he doing that shit, but he getting help with them to tap people's phones. That's why he know it all that shit. This nigga been running this game for a long motherfucking time. So I was like, all right, well, let me take my daughter to the motherfucking let me take my daughter to the hospital. You know what I'm saying, bruh? I take my daughter to the hospital. Guess what? That's what they had my baby mama do. Go back to court. And lie and say that I'm talking to never talked to my daughter about this before. That's on everything I love, and I don't give a fuck. That's on everything I love. They'll probably manipulate her to say that shit because she getting older so she can talk. But I know for a fact I do not talk to my daughter nothing about no sex trafficking business or nothing because she wouldn't even know. She was 4 or 5, whatever. And not even that. Why the fuck would I talk to a little kid about that shit? That don't even make no motherfucking sense. But this is what she tell the judge. So this is how they get away with it. So, mind you, I'm the one taking my daughter to the hospital to see what the hell going on. Because she's talking about it's burning down there. So the doctor like, it's slightly something could be happening, but we just need to take tests. You got to bring her back because we already took her pee. They got to run the test on the pee, and then you got to bring her back. Guess by the time I try to bring her back, they go hurry up to get to court hella fast, and then guess what they do? I told the judge what's up. Like, man, this ain't cool. Like, y'all keep using this. Basically, y'all helping them sell my damn daughter, bud. Y'all keep bringing this court shit to me and shit. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, y'all keep doing this shit just to keep my daughter away. Like, that shit ain't motherfucking cool. So this what she did, because I confirmed them about it. So this what she did. She said, well, all right, well, because at first they was going to not let me see my daughter, but then I started like telling her, like, bro, this ain't cool. How just all of a sudden I can't see my daughter because of the bullshit. Like, that ain't even true. So when I say you basically helping my daughter get sold, that's when she switched on. Like, well, you could just see your daughter. They played the smart one. They was like, well, you could just see your daughter at the visitation room. Oh, so now I can just see my daughter at the visitation room, huh? And I know why they did that. They did that for 2 reasons. To make it seem like they ain't trying to take my daughter away, and 2, so now since I'm getting visitated from my daughter, I can't take her to the hospital. So that's what's going on. So like, all right, we're gonna kill 2 birds with one stone. You don't see his daughter then, but guess how we gonna do it this time? We're gonna take him to a place where you gotta go to this place, and then it was so cold, they so pimperish with the shit. I gotta pay to see my daughter now. Ain't that some cold shit? Pay. So you pay like what, $60 or some shit, $100 or some shit an hour, something like that. I think it's like $60 an hour, something like that. But mind you, now guess what? I can't take my daughter to the motherfucking hospital now. You know what I mean? I can't do none of that shit now. Cause they don't want to run no tests because they don't want you to find no evidence. You know what I mean? so all right. So remind you after that, after that, time go by on. My daughter getting pissed. She like, man, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired. I want to be with my daddy. You know what I mean? That's what she kept saying and shit like that. And so every time should come is good results. Because mind you, the monitoring room place, they always got to write down what's going on and how interact with my daughter. You know what I mean? So now everything that she was fucking saying is a lie, and me and my daughter we cool like this. You know what I mean? We do it. Do whatever. She good. You know what I mean? She straight. As long as she straight, I'm straight. So you know what I'm saying? Because I do this. I'm only doing this shit for my daughter. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even did all this shit. If they was just doing this shit to me, I probably would have just said, fuck it. I would have told everybody, like, man, them niggas police, bro. You know what I mean? Like, man, leave them niggas alone, bro. They like fucking little kids. And I just would have left it at that. Probably disappeared on my family and left it at that. But they took it too far when they put my daughter in this. But look, I wouldn't even know all this shit and who was working all together if I did have my daughter. So I mean, don't blame me for something y'all did. You know what I mean? I didn't go run to the cops first. I didn't do none of that shit. Y'all forced me to play this game with you guys. So don't get mad at me because I don't want to try to protect myself because I know how y'all get down. Y'all work with the police. No telling what the feds got. They probably got a fake investigation to keep this shit going, to make it look like they're investigating shit, and they not. Who knows? Or they trying to make it look like they've been. And that's another thing that they've been doing with this. It's called Targeted Individual Program. No telling what they've been doing. You know what I mean? Putting people on a false paperwork so they could just run game on them all day and shit, or set them up and target them and shit. But at the end of the day, this is what they doing. You know what I mean? So back to the story. So then I'm like, all right, well, shit. Alright, well, yeah, that's what happened. So I'm like, alright, well, shit, she wanted to see my daughter or whatever. So my baby mama was like, well, fuck it. Because it's already good results on there, on the paperwork, you know? It's already good things about me and my daughter. So there's nothing bad about me and my daughter. And they can't lie or whatever, right? So now that make them look bad in court because if it come back that I'm a cool parent and she just been lying, how that look? So now she don't go back to court. You know what I mean? She don't want to do the court thing. So now she was just like, oh, let me just let you see my daughter. So then they tried to finesse that and have her move hella far, go to Fresno, right? So once I start talking about that and talking shit about that, now they move back. You know what I'm saying? And so now that I figured out everything and seen who's all involved and what they've been doing and why is this and why that, you know what they did with me? Just target me. So they put me in a target individual program. So that means that they can tap my phone, keep tapping my phone, isolate me, not let me have nothing. Try to not let me have nothing, dirty up my name. Try to make it look like I either do drugs or I don't know. This is what they set up. I'm just telling you all the little shit they do on how they do to cover up they shit that they do with you and what they do with kids. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do. And my dad over there, Fari and them, Far Shields and Clarence Shields. Far Shields, really Clarence Shields, but they call him Far Shields because that's what he wanted to be called, Fari Shield. And then Clarence, you know what I mean? But this, what they do to cover up their shit. So Far and Clarence is basically like Jeffrey Epstein or whatever his name is. They kind of like that, you know what I mean? They never want to get caught for their shit. They just gonna be cool, you know what I mean? And how I know this because obviously I don't want to get targeted. You know what I'm saying? When I find out what's going on, and who runs the target individual program, you can look that up. I'm not gonna say it that many times. I'm tired of saying that shit because I don't like that ass. So at the end of the day, this is what they do: play with you and play with your fucking game. You basically born and they start fucking you over when you get older and shit like that. So that's the motherfucking. This is called the secret sex trafficking business, and it's been going on for hell long, and it's been running into people families and people that's targeted right now. That's in this targeted individuals or whatever. Shit, they been in this program since they was a kid. So that's what's going on. So if you a dad or a mom and you see something fishy and they just take your ass to court hella fast and all that shit, they selling your daughter or they selling your son, whatever they doing, they trying to keep the kid away from you. Alright? And now, since I figured everything out, they've been trying to set me up, keep me away from my daughter, and isolate me. Like they don't let me talk to nobody. I can't have no girlfriend, nothing. I can't have shit. I can't even have no friends, no girlfriends just to come over. I can't have shit because I found out about their sex trafficking business. And my dad and Fari and them, they were all kicking back, relaxing, chilling. And they get help from the feds, I guess. Tap people phones and shit like that. They've been doing it for years. I don't see no different results. So, but yeah, this is what they've been doing, and they know about it. And it's not everybody that's involved in the law for it. This just a little group. They got a group of feds or whatever, and a group of police. They run this shit. That's what they've been doing. They've been selling kids for how long? But obviously they letting them do it though, cause you know my phone getting tapped, but just been letting these motherfuckers do it. So yeah, so now I'm just coming out, letting y'all know what's going on, and waking y'all up to the secret pedophile sex trafficking business. This shit been going on for too long. It's going on for hell long, and I wouldn't know what's going on if I didn't have no daughter. And that's how they do it. They been doing this shit. Just been doing it. You know what I mean? And they using it. They using the hoes as a factory to keep having kids, keep doing the same shit. You know what I mean? So yeah. So since I don't want to be involved, so now I'm just isolated from the world. They that's what they do, and this all because I was fucking born by Fari. And my moms and shit. My mom's been trying to act like. I mean, I remember my mom, I love her, but I know she be trying to act like, she don't know what's going on when she do, but it's cool. Gotta live with it. But yep, welcome to the secret sex trafficking business.